I made plenty of games before, and this time I wanted to make a playable prototype that would always be in development and would kind of be worked on as I'm sharing along the way. What I really wanted to do was make videos of myself making this game, and I realized in doing that I don't really have the passion for making a video about making a game. I have the passion for making a game. So this still will be a video series about my process that went into creating what is now the prototype that will keep growing. It's not finished, about probably 20 hours in. And what I'll be doing is just kind of talking very quickly through what essentially is being shown in the background right now as I'm making the game. And in doing so, I really had to start like, what did I want to do? What did I want to create? And what did I want to use? What tools? Which was kind of a big deal for me because I wanted to make sure that it was playable in a browser. That was the number one thing. And I also wanted to use some of my favorite inspirations, which was Mass Effect and The Long Dark. That kind of led to the key pillars of survival. Random resources. I really wanted random resources to be a thing. And complex systems. I'm a big systems design person. I'm a big math person in addition to narrative. So I wanted to kind of stretch both of those muscles at the same time. And what ended up being the decision was to use Unity. So I wanted to use Unity and I wanted to use GitHub to keep honestly getting better at those. And dove right in, started having to work on bringing, creating sprites, bringing them into Unity, seeing how they would actually lay out, realizing along the way that it's better to start with a white-based sprite so that I could change colors dynamically as resources are created. Then went into creating spawn points for the resources. This is my first phase, really. My first phase was getting sprites created for resources and then randomizing where they go on the screen, in the world, in the map. And learning to code that randomization for both the resources and the enemies. All I did then was start the player movement to make sure that I can move, the character around the screen, and finished phase one by making sure that everything that could be randomized from the start was randomized. And that is where I left off.